So before I even start, what's already happening is the best way I can describe it is a crystallization of our body, meaning the body is changing. So the body on a cellular level is changing to a different level compared to where we are right now. So where the body is right now, it's very dense, all of its energy, right? And the more crystallized version is a lighter version of the body. It's not as dense. There is more light in the body, and because of that also more high vibrational. And when the body, this crystallized body, is more manifested or fully manifested eventually, a lot of ways how we used to live our lives are changing, because this kind of body doesn't need the same food. It needs a little bit of different food, a different way of living life. And it's all a process, and we adapt over time to that anyways. So, but this is happening right now. So the crystallization, how the body is going to look like, I can already see it. So it's overlaying your system right now, or your body right now, so that your body can start meeting. It's basically we can also talk about it in a way, it's a future version of yourself. So it's basically, okay, this is the future version. I'm here and I'm going to meet this. And in the meantime, there's just some time and changes happening. And this crystallized body is now here. So let's sit with this for like a minute or two, so that your body can adapt and you can feel into it. Just feel into it. Maybe you can, depending on your receptivity, but maybe you can feel the high vibration of that body, and also the light of it, like there's a different light quality. Okay, and while this is happening, so this light body is here, I'm opening up the energy field. Also bring in more light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So fill up the expanded space. And just that you know that your future crystallized light version, if you're gonna call it like that, is overlaying your system right now. So it's just present during this healing, which is amazing. It's an absolutely amazing possibility to have that present. So there's a lot of light entering the system. And it's interesting because now I see, of course, the light entering the system of yours, how it is right now. And I see the light entering this crystallized version. It's a whole different story. Like the light is just like in, and the whole body is lit. Where the physical version we have right now, it's okay. I need to open it up, and I need to expand it. I need to clear a few things, and then the light kind of flows in a nice way. But just seeing that the difference is, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And because this light version is on top of our system now, so it's blending in a little bit, so we get the benefits. We benefit from this crystallized version and how it can receive light and stuff like that. So then our clear surface energies. So all sorts of energies that are distracting you from the inner silence and the inner peace and the present moment. It's also a very important aspect of the true nature. And this is where, yes, those energies, and then specifically also thoughts, are distracting. So I clear those energies. And also energies out of the mind level. So thoughts are part of the human aspect. And since we have different aspects, we have the light aspect, we are everything that exists, unity, and we are the absolute. So we have all these different aspects. The human has the thoughts. So this is just part of the human vessel. So the thought, you are not the thoughts, of course. It's just a part of you has thoughts, but they are not you. They're technically not yours either. So I clear the thoughts, because of course the human experience is the main one, and it's the most dominant one, of course, because we're here on Earth, and this is why we're here for, to have the human experience. Okay, just comes with where we are. Then I expand the energy field even more. Bring in more light. And this crystallized version, for example, it also moves differently. Because it's a lot lighter, it can move faster, and yeah, it's not as stiff as the physical body, not as heavy as the physical body, and so forth. And information from these crystallized bodies sinking into our physical body where we are right now, so that this one can adapt. So more of that is happening, more of that is happening. So for example, this crystallized body, it can't be injured. Like it doesn't work, can't be injured. It cannot get sick, just doesn't work. It's just not a thing in this version. So when our physical body is receiving this information, that means our physical body realizes, because it, it has also its own intelligence. Oh, wow, it's actually possible not to injure myself. It's possible not to get sick, because it's programmed in the way that it can, just because this is what we learned. This is our conditioning. So I'm just going to clear that conditioning out of the physical body. That's a thing or that we have to get sick eventually, or that's just a thing, like whatever, like from a cold to even like a more major illness, of course. So just this understanding that this is how it works. Because yes, it's a possibility, but it doesn't have to be like that. It could be also very different. So in the field of potentiality, or in the potential, everything you can think of exists. And also not being sick, not having injuries, for example, is part of it. It's just there. But like, of course, for our human mind, it seems a bit far away. And this is why we work beyond the mind, right? But yeah, this is happening right now. So we're moving towards that anyways. I clear energies that are in the way of opening up to our potential, to our highest potential. So there are energies that think that doesn't exist, so we don't have a highest potential. It's not even a thing, that we can't access it. It's not possible to access it. Heart chakra, always identification. I can't access my potential. I can't access it. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get there. I don't even know what to look for. 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 Yeah. Just for understanding reasons, it's also like the true nature. It's not something that we can find or figure out. It's basically when we have the openness of the system, and the blockages are out of the way, or at least some of them, we can see it because it's there all the time anyways. It's always there. Like all other aspects of our being, the aspects of our being, it's always there. We just don't know like we don't have the openness to see it, but it's there, or to experience it. And also sometimes pointers into this direction are helpful as well. Okay, I clear more energies. I can't see it. I can't see it. I don't know what to look for. I don't know what to look for. I don't know what to look for. I'm separate, I'm separate, I'm small, I'm small, I'm separate, I can't do anything, I can't, I'm limited, I'm limited, I'm limited, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. So I clear those energies. I'm a victim of my life, I'm a victim of my life and of, yeah, I guess others. I'm a victim of the action other people. So I clear these energies. Then resistance, second chakra. I clear resistance to open up to a higher potential. Resistance was a very major one because now there's just so much opening and expansion happening. So much expansion is happening. Yeah, and like this, the potential is just being opened up more and more. So I can see it. I can see the potential is expanding. But who is exploring the potential is the human. So we, from our human limitation, we can explore the potential that's infinite, and there's so much out there in the present moment. And it comes to us through, it just comes in like the information of what to explore, what to look into, what we can do or cannot do. Is there is a knowingness. So we have it in us because we're always connected to this potential. We just maybe don't see it. Just to give you an idea, from my perspective, I know, for example, that I can do instant healings, like physical, that I can teleport, and a few other things. But like, I don't know how to do it yet. So I can, it maybe takes, it could take now, I don't know, maybe 1 year, maybe 10 years, I don't know, when this is going to open up and when my limitations are going to be removed, or if I can figure out how to remove them, or not figure out, but if they're being removed, that's the best way I can describe it, then I'm able to do that. So I already feel my possibilities, my potential. I see it, and there's a lot more. Or maybe it's just not the right time yet. So it comes to you through knowing. Just knowing. So your truth, your personal truth. Okay, then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. I mean, the light of your highest potential is present. So this is the light that we're working today. It has only been that present right now, for now. It's really that's just there. And you're basically bathing in it. So it's all around you. And I'm going to clear some more limitations. Mind level. The mind wants to understand. The mind wants to figure stuff out. So I clear those energies. Because it comes through knowingness. You just know because it's in your field. Like the information is just there. Can't be figured out. Like you're not going to find it anywhere. Like when you put your mind, the focus with your mind somewhere, you're not going to find it. So I cleared those energies out of the mind. And also maybe the potential feels very familiar because a part of you knows it anyways. You know, it's just the human is veiled because all your other aspects, they know that anyways. You know, it's open to them. It's just the human doesn't see it or can't, like it's not open because of the veiling when we come into this reality. So it often feels very familiar. So it's not like some crazy stuff that's very much out there, whatever your potential is, because it feels very familiar because parts of you know it anyways. So this information brought up big openings in the system. I can see it. So also the energy is specifically working on the third eye chakra. It's clearing limitations out of the third eye chakra. And at the same time, it's activating the pineal gland. And because the pineal gland is important for more, more awareness comes with that as well. But like the awareness that comes in also most of the time, it just feels very familiar, Everything that comes in is very familiar because, again, who and what you are knows that all already anyways. Just the human aspect doesn't. And okay, for the human aspect, it could be a bit surprising. Oh, wow, this and that. I didn't know. But behind the human, all other aspects, like they have the openness, they have the understanding and the knowing anyways. So most of the time, it feels very familiar. So there's still a lot of work on the third eye chakra and pineal gland being done. So there is where higher information can come into our system. So it comes in different ways. So it can come into like the cellular level. This is a level where it can come in, but it can also come in into through the third eye chakra into the pineal gland, and then our system picks up this higher information. And again, it's information that's beyond the mind. It's like this knowingness, this understanding of things, even though we haven't read about it or we haven't heard about it before. Just this understanding of how things work, how things are. And it's very important that this information comes through as being very important. You always find your right answer within yourself. So you're not going to find it in a book, or in a podcast or somewhere else. I mean, these are pointers. So pointers are always very amazing, so that you know what to look for sometimes, or to open up to when somebody talks about certain things and you haven't looked into that direction. Oh, I'm going to look into that direction, but where do I look for the answer? It's always within you. And this is now specifically pointing towards the heart chakra. So I'm opening up the heart chakra more, so that it's easier for you to access your own information. You know, when I talk about your own information, it's since we have different aspects, we're the limited human, but then we also everything that is in creation, so the unity, right? So we are that as well. We can realize that eventually. All the information is in there. So we also have access to this information. So realizing where everything that exists in creation is one, a realization of the mind. So we realize we are one with everything, we're unity, we're unity consciousness. But at the same time, it's an opening of the system to that information, to that field. And since what you need in the present moment, the specific information is very individual, there is where the individual highest truth comes in. So you can have a lot of different opinions or studies on certain things, or depending on what you're looking into. But for you and for your like for yourself in the present moment, the answer is within, and this is where you can find it. So this is just being expanded. This understanding and this information comes into your system so that your system can live more from that and is looking within. And maybe sometimes you need to sit down and, you know, take a minute, close your eyes and look for the information so that it can pop up. And sometimes it will be just there, you know, while you move through your day, it just comes up and then you know. And your system, how it is right now, you know, because of the expansion and we cleared a few energies, it's easier for it to tune into or start vibrating on the level of that crystallized version. So it's getting more intense. Maybe you can feel that. You can feel it more intensely in your body as well. I just clear a few more energies, heart chakra. I can't, 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 I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, just resisting energies. I clear those energies. I can't, I can't, I can't, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. Then just energies that are, so in general, I clear them out of the system that are unsure, that are being distracted, or that is distracting you right now. Maybe there are some still left that are in the way of your highest truth. doubt, the energy of doubt, energies that are still keeping you small and separate. So maybe you can feel how expanded, massively expanded your system is right now, how much light there is present. And now I'm gonna, so the upper chakras are already very much open and expanded. I'm also gonna bring in this light more into the lower chakras. So I'm opening up heart chakra more, third chakra, second chakra, and first chakra. And I bring in this light of potentiality into all the chakras. So bring it down to the root chakra. Because we want to have this openness on all levels. And then also I bring in, I mean, that crystallized version is there anyways, but I just bring in the information also to the lower chakras that they kind of know as well what to connect to. And there's a massive amount of light coming into the root chakra, expanding the root chakra and raising its vibration. And it's clearing a lot of energies out of the root chakra. So these core fears, the fears of dying, yeah, this is the core fear, is always the fear of dying. Because this crystallite version doesn't, like, it doesn't have any fears. It has emotions, but not in the way as we experience it right now. So there are no low vibrational emotions. And emotions are in general experienced, let's say, in a lighter way, so not as heavy, because right now for our system emotions are experienced very heavy. So they're always very heavy, especially low vibrational ones. They're just very heavy on our system. So what I mean with that is, for example, when you are experiencing fear or anger or whatever, the whole body experiences that. So every cell of the body, you become that anger, for example. And then let's say the situation is over, most of the anger stays around for a while, and you feel afterwards, you feel tired and drained and stuff like that. And so this new version, this is just how we experience emotions right now. And this new version doesn't have that, like it's not a thing for this version, which looks very amazing. Seems very amazing. So, and the root chakra carries a lot of this very low vibrational energy, so they're being cleared right now. And at the same time, we're very much grounded. The information is coming in, you're taken care of. you're always taken care of. It's just energies in the human that sometimes don't feel taken care of. So clear those energies. When I open up, the energy feels more. Bring in more light. So still a lot of work on the third eye chakra. So the connection between the human and the highest potential is the third eye chakra. There's just more clearing and expansion of this connection happening right now. So if you're already seeing or knowing a certain potential that you have in your system, maybe it was before the session, maybe it's coming in during the session, it doesn't really matter. The manifestation of it can happen. There's just time between. And why do I say can? Because sometimes we want this to unfold, then we can open up into the specific potential or work towards it. And working towards basically just means being connected to it and opening up in this area. I mean, sometimes we need to also act on certain things or do certain things, but often it's just the opening up to this potential, and then only time is separating us from the manifestation of it, because this is just how it works. In this reality, we have time here, although there is only the present moment. So when you experience the present moment, you experience it from a different level. So meaning you have connection to that what is beyond the human, so all the other aspects, because the human in this 3D reality has this time. In the other aspects, there is no time. So since we have it here, we just need to wait it out or just wait until it comes in. So the energy of patience is coming in, just that this is something that we have patience. And the patience also helps us to, even though we see certain potentials and we move towards them and we know it just takes some time, that we can basically relax more into the present moment, surrender more, because we have the knowingness and so the trust and then the knowingness that it will open up anyways. Why can certain things not open up is basically only because we are in the way. That's actually the only possibility why it's not happening. So then I look for more energies that are in the way, that we just clear as many as possible. Again, more resistance, second chakra. More resistance to the unknown and to something that's new. And also, it's similar to resistance, is like we want to have certain outcomes of things. So we narrow down how certain outcomes need to be or have to be, should be. This is also a limitation. And that we want to have certain outcomes. And they have to unfold in a specific way. And then heart chakra, I want this, 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 I want something very specifically, I want something very specifically, I want this, I want this, I want this. So clear those energies. Things have to be a certain way. Things have to unfold in a certain way. They have to be done in a certain way. Clear those energies. Very freeing, by the way, very freeing. So, yes, basically, collectively, we have agreements how certain things are unfolding and how they have to be. But to be honest, if it resonates for you, perfect, but if it doesn't, that's totally fine. You can totally do things your way. And it's actually very important that you do, because it's following your highest truth. Because as we know, the structures that are here right now in the collectives are not really serving us on all levels. So if we keep on, I know you are not, since you're here, but like the mainstream is following these structures. But the more people stop following certain structures and follow their personal highest truth, they're being broken open also for people who are not aware or not on the spiritual path, not and following the mainstream. So it will be broken open for them. So we're helping others by following our truth, because it's all an energy flow. And if we flow towards our personal highest truth, so use our energy flow into that direction. We just break away and we break open also other possibilities for everybody. So this is why every individual on earth right now is very important, because the movement of even one person makes already a big difference in the field. Breaking out of these structures. So following structures when it resonates, yes, but if it doesn't resonate, just do your own thing. Like, you don't have to clarify it with others. You don't have to argue with others why you do things differently. You don't even have to tell others, just do it your way, like whatever. Because it's not about telling others what to do or change their way of doing things so you're influencing them consciously. It's not about that. It's really following your truth. That's already like, or that's not, I'm not even saying it's enough. It's like already very changing for everybody. Like a massive change is happening for everybody by doing that. So I put this information into the heart chakra. I do things my way. I'm following my personal highest truth. And breaking out of old structures can be hard. So I clear those energies that see or that feel it's hard to break out of structures. And it's mostly because we feel like we're doing something wrong. So I also clear those energies. I do something wrong when I break out of old structures, or there's insecurities, or there is uncertainties and all of that. So these are the limitations. Just know it's just energies. They're not true. Heart chakra, again, I put in the information. I follow my highest truth. And we are creating our own reality. This is how it is. And when we follow our highest truth, we also create our own reality. And like, if we are afraid of consequences just for the mind, consequences are just it's made up on the mind level. So if you follow your truth, if you don't follow the mainstream structures, there are consequences, and then the mind comes up with the consequences. So I clear the consequences, just energies. It's also something that's in the field. If you don't behave, if you're not a good boy or not a good girl, if you don't follow the rules, there are consequences. So I clear those energies out of your system, because it's no such thing. Because it's a difference between a consequence from like what a human thinks a consequence is versus what karma is. Because karma, if we follow our highest truth, then we also create karma, and then the feedback when it comes back is like in a very positive way coming back, right? So it doesn't have to be negative. Karma is just like the feedback, or we have an action and then there is like an energy movement and then it comes back. But from what people think, so there is a misunderstanding between consequences and karma. It's not the same thing. Karma is not necessarily negative. If we follow our personal highest truth, it can never be negative. Like, it's always positive. It's actually expansion, it's light, it's truth, it's yeah, of course, more potential, seeing more potential. So there's a lot of energy coming in for more inner peace towards this whole topic. So clarity and inner peace, what we just talked about, or what I just shared. So that you can move towards your personal highest truth from a state of peace and clarity, and not from fear and consequences and stuff like those energies. And this crystallized version can now shine through or into your current experience more and more, because there is more expansion and clearing happening or has happened. So it's there even more. And our clear energies, heart, root chakra. So the, mostly it's the fear of being different and doing things differently than the mainstream, I guess, or others. There's just fear around this, fear about around being different. And you know, when you do things your way, you don't have to, or yeah, you don't have to look at other people, or it's not going to happening anyways, but just for the mind, that other people are doing things in a wrong way or in a not as great way as you do, for example. It's really about doing things your way because it's your highest truth, and everybody else just follows what their possibility is, and seeing it from a more neutral perspective. So this is also coming in this information. There's no clarification needed, there's no judgment needed, or changing people's mind on certain things, topics, on on certain topics and so forth. And maybe you can feel this specific vibration of this energy of potentiality. So it feels very amazing. Um, but there is like, usually energies are very relaxed and we're very open and so forth. But this one is more like it has more movement is in it. It has more curiosity in it. It has knowing, it has strength. It's more like, okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to follow my highest truth and, you know, um, move towards my potential. So it's a very focused energy. It's very um, yeah, it helps to take actions, to make choices. So from the human level, to stand up for yourself, like for yourself, towards yourself, so not against others, but like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then with this clarity move forward. Standing up to, let's say, your own low vibration energies, or energies that are still in the way, um, seeing them, recognizing them, and then not acting on them. This is what I mean. But acting on your truth. And it's also a very heart-centered energy because it comes very much from the heart. So the highest truth comes from the heart. Um, and moving towards the potential is the movement is very much happening from the heart. So the heart chakra and the heart itself is being strengthened. It receives a lot of strength for it. And motivation. And I'm going to increase the intensity of your crystallized version so that you can feel it more and more. So I'm going to do this now. I just dial up the intensity. So let's sit with this for another 1 or 2 minutes before we end this healing. Okay, we are finished.